You know, in some way, some weird way, part of me is actually glad the season's over. In some weird way, I'm kind of glad the season's over. They'll kind of bring back the whole 2002 to 2009, 2010 vibe when the last game of the regular season really was the last game for the Texans. And now we get to move on and think about free agency and the draft and only have that pipe dream of actually entering the postseason and potentially winning and competing for a championship. Only a pipe dream. We're going to talk about, we're going to break down. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic. And today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. Today the Houston Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans. Them old damn Northside Oilers. 28-25, an actual competitive game. We've had a lot of those lately, especially when it comes to those Titans. A lot of these Titan games lately have been extremely competitive with or without Deshaun, with or without Tannehill. Like, these games have been very, very competitive, and I think there's something behind that. But like I've been telling you in the last couple videos, the goal is to reach 5K. We got up to 4K. Good, I'm glad we got up to 4K. But the goal is to reach 5K. We got to get to 5K, 5,000 subscribers. We get to 5K, I'm doing an extremely special giveaway. Trust me, you want to be a part of it, but the only way to be a part of it is for me to get to 5K. We got to get to 5K. Once we get to 5K, I'm doing a special giveaway. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it. So like, share, subscribe, send to your homeboy, your homegirl, your cousin, your next door neighbor, your co-workers, your people on Facebook. Share on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, if you do all that. Speaking of the social media, hit them links in the description. Follow your boy on social media. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. The links in the description. Hit all the links in the description. We giving away 30 days free of Amazon Prime. You sign up, you get 30 days free of Amazon Prime if you sign up. So hit the links in the description. Go ahead and do that, and let's get the 5K. Now, let's break it down. Because like I said, the Houston Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans 28-25. Quarterback Davis Mills, Money City Mills, was 23 of 33 with a complete percentage of 69.7, 301 yards, another 300-yard game, averaging 9.1 yards per attempt, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked twice, had a quarterback rating of 128.5. David Johnson, the leading rusher, 5 rushes for 28 yards. Demi Amendola turned back the clock and had a great game. 8 targets, 7 catches for 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. Nico Collins was targeted 8 times, had 3 catches for 67 yards. Rex Burkhead was targeted 4 times, had 3 catches for 43 yards. Chris Moore was targeted 3 times, had 3 catches for 38 yards. Brandon Cooks was targeted 4 times for 3 catches for 26 yards. You know, he left the game midway through the game. I can't remember if it was right after halftime or was in the middle of the third quarter. But he missed the majority of the second half of the game, and I got something to talk about that as well. Now to the Titans side, Ryan Tannehill, who the last time we played had 4 interceptions. Well, he did the complete opposite today. He was 23 of 32 with a complete percentage of 71.9%, had 287 yards, averaging 9 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked 1 time with a quarterback rating of 138.9. Deontay Foreman, the former Houston Texan, had 21 rushes for 69 yards with 3 yards per attempt. Westbrook Akina was targeted 5 times, had 4 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. Antonio Brown had 6 targets for 4 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. Julio Jones had 9 targets for 5 catches for 58 yards. And his first touchdown as a Titan, I did not know he went all year long. And then we extended the season. It was 17th game. I know he missed some time. I did not know that was his first touchdown of the season. I did not know that. I know he missed a lot of time, but as a Titan fan, I know y'all want him potentially for the postseason, but you gotta be kind of disappointed that Julio Jones only gets 1 touchdown all season long, and it comes into the last game against the damn Texans. And then Ferguson was targeted 4 times, had 4 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Foreman was targeted twice, had 1 catch for 15 yards. The biggest takeaway from this game, to me, is kind of the same takeaway I took from the game last week against the San Francisco 49ers. Now that it's cemented the Texans have the 3rd pick in the draft, we have to go after Kyle Hamilton because we need a center fielder when it comes to safety. That was probably the most horrific safety play I've seen the whole time I've ever watched football for the Houston Texans. I've never seen safety play, especially in the last 2 weeks, back-to-back games, be that bad. And we had Raheem Moore here, who was a bad safety. We had Philip Buchanan, who was good in Miami when he was a Hurricane and played decent when he was in Oakland, but was bad his year here in Houston. This was the worst safety play I've seen from the Texans in a long time. Eric Murray is straight trash. Complete hot butter garbage. Just straight trash. It was just horrific. These guys, when you got Julio and A.J. Brown running wide open downfield, nobody's back to helping. I know on the pass interference call, when Lane Johnson got the pick right before halftime, and we got the pass interference call on Eric Murray. Yes, he did turn around and play the ball. I can see why they would have called pass interference. When you watch it in slow motion, it's not. But I can see why a ref would call pass interference. And when it's a bang, 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 I can see why he would do that. I definitely could. I can definitely see why he could do that. But it just doesn't take away that the safety play is just bad. Just straight bad. I know it's potential we can get Darius Stingley Jr. And I wouldn't mind. I'm not opposed again. I would not say anything incorrect if we draft Darius Stingley Jr. with the third pick in the draft. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I think he's the best corner in this draft. I think he's definitely a lockdown franchise corner. He's definitely a lockdown corner. But I think Kyle Hamilton is a franchise-changing safety. I think he could be like how Bobby Sanders was when it came to the Colts the year they won the Super Bowl. How Cam Chancellor was in Seattle, and also can't think he used to play for UT. I can't think of his name right now. The safety also from Seattle. I think he could definitely be a franchise-changing safety. And I mean, he's what, 6'4", 250 or 225. I'm sorry. 6'4", 225 safety. You don't see those walking around. Like you don't get those every year. Those are complete unicorns. I feel he's the best player in the draft, and I think we would definitely need him in today's game. Like we would have definitely could have used him in the game. Like we definitely needed him, but we didn't have him. Why we didn't have him? Because he still plays in Notre Dame, and we haven't drafted him yet. But we definitely need a player like that. We need a center fielder. We need somebody like that because it was ridiculous how the Titans were able just to run over at will, especially when they jump up to a 21-0 lead. Speaking of that, Money Mills Mafia, your boy, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, all in the second half. I really, 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 really want to hate, but I can't. No, I really can't. Outside of on 2 grapes, he only threw 60 yards in the first half, and that first touchdown, the flea flicker. I think that it was a little bit dry. It was a flea flicker. It was a little dry. Like the pass kind of underthrew it a little bit, and Chris Moore had to come back to the ball. But other than that, I gotta give it straight up to him. Like, I think that even though he's had better stats in other games, I actually think that was a better. He had better throws in this game. Both touchdown passes to Amendola. The first one, when he kind of moved around a little bit and came back to the body and threw, that was a good pass, found a wide open man. But the last touchdown that he threw to Dan Amendola, that last one, that was damn near a perfect pass. That was a dime. Like the most Davis Mills haters or whatever could not argue that was a very, very good pass. That was definitely his best pass of the season. He threw that bitch on the dime. Like he threw it straight on a dime. Like he threw it straight on a dime right there where only Damian Amendola can catch it. He was able to reach out for it, catch it, and run it to the end zone. He was able to run under it. It wasn't like he overthrew him, he had to dive for it, or he underthrew him, he had to come back to it, and threw him right in stride, so he was able to run right into the end zone. That was a perfect pass. It was a dime. That was a good throw. That was a legit NFL throw. Can't argue that. No one can argue that. If you want to argue that, you are. If you want to argue that, you definitely are just out there hating. Now, I've said this numerous times. I don't think he's the guy. I don't. But I do think he has earned the right to be the guy going into next season. So you don't need to go and draft a Kenny Pickett's or Matt Corral or Desmond Ritter. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go out there and go after Baker Mayfield. You don't need to go out there and go after Jimmy Garoppolo and things like that. I think you roll with Davis Mills just to give him a full season, because one thing Davis Mills does need outside offensive line help is running back, because this running attack, now is complete hot butter garbage. This running attack is trash. This is the worst running attack the Texans have had in their franchise history. The leading rusher is Rex Burkhead with like 400 some yards, and he beats out as having the lowest rushing total since Steve Slayton back in 2009 when he had like 420 yards. Just bad. Then that was the worst rushing attack I thought I seen. This rushing attack was horrendous. Remember, that's the year Matt Schaub led the league in passing, because he had to lead the league in passing in 2009, because you couldn't run the football. You couldn't run the damn ball. Well, this rushing attack is even worse. It's completely even worse. Now, granted, we have issues with the offensive line, I understand that, but look at the running backs that you have. For the longest, Mark Ingram got traded like week 6, week 7, was still your leading rusher up until week 16. 7 weeks after he was traded, he was still the lead rusher on the team. He was on a whole nother team and was still your lead rusher for 7 more weeks, up until week 16. That's not good. It's not good. When you up here with Rex Burkhead and David Johnson and other guys that you want to throw out there hitting that willy-nilly boom, boom, boom to try to get a run attack, it is not good. It's not going to help your young quarterback. It's not. It's not. If you really want to have this guy to be your franchise, it's not him not having a rushing attack is not going to help him. That's why I believe I think his best game was the game against the Chargers, was the game when Rex Burkhead went off was FedEx rushing won the FedEx Ground Rushing Attack Award that week, had 149 yards of career high, had 2 touchdowns, completely balled the day after Christmas. That was the best rushing attack that we had all season. You see, your leading rusher today had 28 yards, and David Johnson. Just a bad rushing attack. A complete horrific rushing attack all year long. When no disrespect to Rex Burkhead, but when Rex Burkhead is your leading rusher throughout the whole season, that's not good. When has Rex Burkhead being your best rusher, it has been your leading rusher, been good for any franchise? I'll wait. Let me know. Just bad. Just complete bad. Just not good. Just not good football. So the Houston Texans have to do something via the safety play and the running back situation. Obviously, offensive line. Obviously, like I said, continue with the secondary. Other thing, they need to do other things. I don't think they need to worry about quarterback. I'm saying that they don't need to worry about quarterback. I'm not saying that Davis. I'm not for the Money Mills Mafia yet. Don't get it twisted. Don't be like, oh, you switch. I still believe that he is a backup quarterback. Don't twist my words. I still believe that he's a backup quarterback. But I do think that you don't have to go out there and do anything via with the quarterback situation via the draft or the free agency, unless somebody falls to you. Now, if somebody falls to you in the second round, in the third round, that's different. But I still don't think so, because I think your quarterback is actually going to be playing against Georgia in the national championship game. That's why I think your future franchise quarterback is going to be. So you might want to just wait till he comes out. You might want to wait till Bryce Young is able to come out. So I don't think you need to go out there quarterback. I think you need to build a team around offensive line, get some running backs. Obviously, fix that safety play. That's numero uno. The first thing you need to do is fix that safety play and get some running backs in here, and also get receiver weapons and talent. Because even though Nico did his thing, Nico actually had some nice catches. The first catch he had was a good catch when he caught up against 2 defenders. Then the pass where Davis Mills kind of threw it up in the air, and it got tipped a little bit, and Nico had to come and get it and fight for it. Almost it could have been, should have been, would have been interception if it wasn't for Nico basically saving Davis Mills on that play. You need more plays like that, and we need more consistency. That's the whole thing. We need more consistency out of Davis Mills, out of Nico Collins, out of Brevin Jordan. I really want to like Nico. I like Nico. I think Nico has a lot of talent. I don't think he's a complete number 1, but I do think he's going to be a good number 2. I want to like Brevin Jordan. Brevin Jordan has talent. I want to like him. But I need to see more. I need to see more consistency. And obviously, I don't really see it in Mills. I don't see franchise quarterback. When you look at the superstar quarterbacks that's going to be playing the playoffs, when you look at your Joe Burrows, you look at your it's in the AFC, your Joe Burrows, obviously your Patrick Mahomes. You look at Justin Herbert, even though we beat Justin Herbert. You look at those guys, you don't have a superstar quarterback to match that. I don't think Davis Mills is a superstar quarterback to match that. Because the superstar quarterback that could have matched that is sitting at home right now. Like your superstar quarterback who could and should have matched that ain't playing football right now. But that's a conversation for a whole nother day. That's a whole nother topic. But that's something that they need to that's something they have to target eventually. You need a superstar quarterback eventually. They don't have to wait. I mean, they don't have to do it right now. They can wait. We can wait right now. We can wait. Build the rest of the team around first. Probably get a new coaching staff. Who knows? Build the rest of the team around first before you go after that quarterback. You don't have to do that just yet. You don't have to worry about that just yet. Don't calm down. Calm down. Now to say all that out the way. The season's over. 4-13. Tied the same amount of wins as last year. Got an extra loss because obviously you got an extra game. How it feel, Cal? Let me know. I really want to know. Because, I did a video last week with Mr. Titan. Shout out to Mr. Titan. And he told me he was coming to the game. And he asked me, was I going? I'm like, nah, I'm not going because, and I told him the atmosphere probably is going to be more Titan fans because it's in the city of Houston. Titans are a good team. Texan fans are really out on the Texans. It seems like the ticket sales have been dwindling and all that type of stuff. It's probably going to be more Titan fans at the game. Obviously, when you watch the game, barely people in the stands, but the people in the stands, a majority, especially when the Titans went up 21-0, you could tell it was more Titan fans than Texan fans. But then you look in, you see other teams in there because, if the Titans would have lost, the Chiefs could have won home for the Vince because they won the night before. When you look at the stands, was it more Chiefs fans than Texas fans in that game? Like, a team that's not even playing in that game, was it more of they fans than your fans? Because obviously more of your opponent fans than your fans. We see that back in Seattle. The Seattle game, it was more Seattle fans than it was Texas fans. I really can't tell about the Chargers because it's really not that many Charger fans out there. So it might have been about what. Or probably was more Texas fans because the Chargers, whatever. But it was definitely more Titan. It was clearly more Titan fans in that stadium in NRG than Texan fans. But was it more Chief fans in that stadium than Texan fans? Even if it was more Texan fans, the very simple fact that that's even a question, Cal McNair, you have to feel real stupid. But we know you don't. You're a billionaire. We know you don't. We know you don't feel stupid about it. We know you don't feel nothing about it. We know we've been saying this, me and everybody there on Sauce, shout out to my boy Honcho, everybody there on Sauce Sports, everybody there in the round table. We've been saying this for a long time that, no, you don't really care about winning. You good the way you are. Keep that same energy. Because them ticket sales keep dropping. They did the whole thing with the season ticket holders that they dropping the price. Obviously, you got to drop the price. Because your product ain't good. Ain't nobody showing up. Ain't nobody buying your stuff off the shelf. So you got to drop the price. You got to do a bargain. So that's what happens, after Christmas and after Easter and after Valentine's Day and after Halloween. Every time a holiday comes, what they do, they mark the candy half off. All the Christmas candy mark off half off. All the Easter candy is half off. All the Valentine candy is half off. All the Halloween candy is half off because you know what? They got to sell it. They got to get rid of it. So what you going to do? You got to sell the tickets. You got to get rid of the tickets. You can't just have an empty stadium. You got to knock off the price. That's what you're doing. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. You got to knock off the price because you want to be... You want to do everything this certain way with the Jack Easterbees and the Nick Casarios, and we're going to see what Nick Casario really made of, because ain't no excuse. People want to give him a pass. Some of you want to give him 2 years. Go ahead. He going to have a full draft and a high pick at that. Let's see if you mess this one up. Let's see. Let's see exactly how you really do. Now we can really judge you when you get the free agency, even though you still ain't got money. So maybe that might be a whole nother conversation. Maybe that might be another excuse we might have to end up giving Nick Casario. Oh, he doesn't have any cap space. So we the Bill O'Brien situation. Okay, but Bill O'Brien's running mate, Jack Easterby, still here, and he helped with that cat situation, but he's still here. He's still in the building bay. Never mind. That's again a conversation for a whole nother video. Let's see. Let's see. We gonna put you to. We gonna see what you're gonna do to draft. Cause since you got high draft picks, we gonna put you to the side. But Cal, how was that, cuz? Let me know. How'd you like that? How did you like that right there? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. To see your team week in and week out, every time they play a home game, to them to even not have the most fans in the stadium of their own stadium, and then not even have the second, and potentially not even have the second most fans in their own stadium. Then for a team that wasn't even playing in that game, they fans just there hoping that the other they in there rooting for you, so the other team won't get the home field advantage. So another team fan base have to come in and root for you to help you, to help your crowd noise. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, none at all. But that's the situation we in. Hopefully things change for 2022, sorry. Hopefully things change for 2022. Hopefully things will start trending in the right direction. We'll see. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below. If you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. I holla. Hey, drip.